What if I told you the internet genuinely believed Jim Carrey wasn't Jim Carrey anymore? Not that he looked different, not that he aged, but that he had been replaced, cloned, and swapped out. All because of one red carpet appearance in Paris. Within hours of stepping onto the stage at the Cesar Awards, side-by-side photos started spreading like wildfire. Fans zoomed in on his eyes, his jaw, his voice. Some swore his energy felt off. Others claimed his facial structure had completely changed. And then it escalated. A viral post from a celebrity impersonator added fuel to the fire. And suddenly, even other stars were asking, is this real? So what actually happened that night? Why were people so quick to believe something this extreme? And did Jim Carrey finally respond to the chaos? Because once you see how this unfolded, the whole situation feels less like Hollywood gossip and more like a case study in how fast the internet can lose its mind. It was supposed to be a celebration. Jim Carrey made a rare public appearance at the 51st Cesar Awards in Paris to receive an honorary Cesar, one of France's most prestigious film honors. The room was packed, cameras flashing, a standing ovation is waiting. But the moment clips hit social media, the tone shifted instantly. Instead of celebrating his legacy, people fixated on his face. Side-by-side comparisons started circulating within minutes. Old red carpet shots versus his appearance that night. Users zoomed in on his cheekbones, his eyebrows, the shape of his jaw. Some claimed he looked refreshed, others insisted he looked completely different. And it wasn't just casual comments. Threads popped up analyzing his eye color, his smile lines, even the way he held the microphone. A few said he seemed calmer than usual, less animated, less rubber-faced, less Jim Carrey. That's when the conversation stopped being about aging and started turning into something much stranger. At first, it sounded like a joke. A few random comments calling him a clone, a couple of memes comparing him to a wax figure. Nothing unusual for the internet. But then it snowballed. Posts started dissecting everything. One viral thread claimed his eyes were a different shape. Another insisted his facial proportions had shifted. Someone pointed out that he signed autographs with his right hand, even though many fans believed he was left-handed. That detail alone sent conspiracy forums into overdrive. Then came the voice analysis. Clips from the ceremony were slowed down and replayed. People argued he sounded deeper, calmer, less elastic than the hyperactive Jim Carrey they grew up watching. It's not his essence, one user wrote. His spirit feels off. Now, pause for a second. We're talking about a 64-year-old man who's openly stepped back from Hollywood, embraced painting and spirituality, and barely makes public appearances anymore. Of course his energy isn't identical to his Ace Ventura days, but once the clone narrative took hold, logic didn't matter. Every small detail became evidence. Every natural sign of aging turned into proof of something bigger. And just when the speculation felt like it might fade, an Instagram post poured gasoline on the fire. Just when the clone chatter was starting to cool off, one Instagram post blew it wide open. Alexis Stone, a drag performer and makeup artist known for hyper-realistic celebrity prosthetics, uploaded photos that stopped people mid-scroll. The images showed Stone wearing facial prosthetics and a wig that looked eerily similar to Jim Carrey in Paris. The caption, Alexis Stone as Jim Carrey in Paris. That timing couldn't have been more chaotic. The photos looked almost AI-generated. The resemblance was unsettling. And because Stone has built a reputation for crashing fashion events disguised as celebrities, people started connecting the dots that may not have even been related. Suddenly, the theory had visual proof. Even celebrities were confused. Megan Fox commented that she couldn't handle any more stress and needed to know if it was real. Lisa Rinna praised the transformation. Mylon Anderson flat out asked if it was legit. Now, here's the reality. Stone is known for elaborate impersonation stunts. That's the brand. But in the middle of an already spiraling conspiracy, nuance disappears fast. To conspiracy-minded fans, this wasn't performance art. It was confirmation. And that's when the situation forced officials to step in and shut it down publicly. That's when the grown-ups stepped in. As the clone theory picked up steam, Jim Carrey's representatives moved fast. His team confirmed to multiple outlets that he absolutely attended the Cesar Awards in person. No body double, no prosthetic swap, no elaborate Hollywood illusion. According to reports from TMZ, his longtime publicist made it crystal clear. Jim Carrey was there, and he accepted his honorary Cesar himself. But the most detailed shutdown came from Cesar Awards boss Gregory Collier. He didn't just dismiss the rumors, he dismantled them. Collier called the controversy a non-issue and revealed that Carrey had been in discussions with the Academy for 8 months leading up to the event. 8 months! That's not a last-minute stand-in situation. He even shared that Carrey worked on his acceptance speech in French for months, asking about exact pronunciations and refining the delivery. That level of preparation doesn't align with some secret impersonation stunt. And he wasn't alone that night either. Carrey attended with his partner, his daughter, his grandson, his publicist, and more than a dozen close friends and family members. Filmmaker Michael Gondry was there too, reportedly thrilled to reunite. Unless dozens of insiders were coordinating a global prank, the evidence points to something far simpler. It was him. Yet even with confirmation stacking up, some corners of the internet refuse to let go, which raises an uncomfortable truth about why this story resonated so hard in the first place. Here's where things get deeper. This wasn't just about a different haircut or lighting. The clone theory landed so hard because Jim Carrey has been slowly disappearing from Hollywood for years. Back in 2022, he openly said he was probably retiring, not in a dramatic meltdown way. Calm, grounded, almost detached. He talked about loving his quiet life, painting for hours, focusing on spirituality. Then he said something most celebrities would never admit out loud. I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough. That line stuck with people because it didn't sound like the hyper-energetic, rubber-faced comedian who once dominated every red carpet. It sounded like someone who had stepped out of the machine entirely. Reports later suggested he relocated to Maui, choosing privacy over premieres. No constant interviews, no big press tours, just distance from the Hollywood noise. So when someone vanishes from public life and then suddenly reappears looking older, calmer, different, the internet fills the silence with its own story. Instead of accepting evolution, people look for disruption. And that quiet shift in his lifestyle created the perfect vacuum for conspiracy thinking to thrive. But just when the retirement narrative felt solid, Carrey himself complicated it with one unexpected comeback. Then came the curveball nobody predicted. After talking about stepping away and embracing a quieter life, Carrey returned to reprise Dr. Robotnik in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The same man who said he was probably retiring was suddenly back in full villain mode. And when reporters asked why he came back, he joked that he needed the money. Classic Jim Carrey. Dry, ironic, slightly absurd. But here's the problem. Sarcasm doesn't always land well online. Some people took it literally. Others saw it as backtracking. A few even framed it as erratic behavior. The narrative shifted from peaceful artist who's done enough to mysterious celebrity who can't make up his mind. And when someone's public image feels unpredictable, people start questioning everything else too. Think about it. He retreats from Hollywood, moves somewhere quiet, talks about spirituality, then returns for a blockbuster sequel and cracks a money joke. To most of us, that's just a human being changing his mind. To the internet, that's a plot twist. And once viewers feel like they're watching a storyline instead of a life, every new appearance becomes another clue. Which brings us to the bigger question this entire situation exposed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. This was never really about Jim Carrey's face. It was about how we react when someone we grew up watching doesn't look the way we remember them. The internet has frozen celebrities in time. Ace Ventura energy, the mask expressions, eternal sunshine intensity. That version lives permanently online. But real people age. Their skin changes. Their voice softens. Their energy shifts. Carrey is 64. He's lived a full career. He's stepped back, he's leaned into painting and spirituality. Of course, he doesn't carry the same chaotic spark from the 90s. Why would he? Yet, in a world of AI filters, deepfakes, and viral hoaxes, reality feels flexible. So when something looks unfamiliar, the wildest explanation spreads faster than the simplest one. A facelift rumor becomes a clone theory. A calm demeanor becomes lost essence. A prosthetic artist's Instagram post becomes proof. And suddenly, a man receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award turns into a trending conspiracy. Maybe the real story isn't that Jim Carrey changed. Maybe it's that we struggle to accept change at all, especially when it comes to the icons we grew up with. So the next time the internet claims a celebrity has been replaced, cloned, or secretly swapped out, pause for a second. Ask yourself what's more likely, A Hollywood sci-fi plot playing out in real life? Or a human being simply getting older in front of a camera that never forgets?